Welcome to the Avati Modi Public School. This is your subject Mathematics of class 4, and today we are going to study about chapter 2 Roman numerals. What are Roman numerals? The numbering system created by the Romans is called Roman numerals, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on. So these systems are created by the Romans. So the introduction is of the chapter is the Hindu-Arabic numeration system uses 10 digits like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 to write any other numeral. Like this, the Romans had 7 basic symbols to write any number, such as I, V, X, L, C, D and M. These are the 7 symbols which the Romans used to write any numbers. So what this stands for: I stands for 1, V for 5, X is 10, L is 50, C is 100, D is 500 and M is 1000. With the help of these symbols we can write the Hindu-Arabic numbers in Roman numerals. What are the use of Roman numerals, or we can say where we see Roman numbers? We see the Roman numerals in the clocks, in the watches, in the classroom names like class 4 1B, this is 4, and for the copyright dates on film programs, or many more examples are there. Now there are some rules for forming the Roman numerals. So rule number 1 is, when a Roman number is repeated more than once, we add its value each time to get the number. Means when a Roman number is repeated more than once, we add the values to form the number. Like 2, we can write 2 as 1 plus 1, and 1, the symbol for, or the Roman number for 1 is I plus I, it becomes I. So we are repeating a number, a Roman numeral more than once. Now for 20, 10 plus 10, so x plus x, again we are repeating it, the symbol. For 30, there is x plus x plus x, mean 10 plus 10 plus 10, it becomes 30. So as we see here that we are repeating the digits 2 times and 3 times. Now the same symbol is repeated more than 3 times together. The same symbol is not repeated more than 3 times together. We cannot repeat a symbol more than 3 times. Okay, we cannot write 40 as x plus x, 4 times x. Okay, that will be wrong. The symbol V, L and D. V means 5, L means 50 and D means 500 are never repeated. These symbols are never repeated. Now there is no 0 in Roman numbers. This you have to remember. Next rule is, when a smaller Roman numeral is written to the right of a greater Roman numeral, the value of the greater numeral is added to the smaller numeral. Means if we are writing 6, how will we write 6? 5 plus 1, 5 is greater and 1 is smaller. So symbol for 5 is V and for 1 is I. So how we will write it? Roman number, we can write the smaller Roman numeral to the right of the greater one. So V is greater, so we will write I to the right side of V. So it becomes VI. 6 is VI. For 12, XII. X is 10, II is 1. So we can write II to the right of the X. Okay. Now the third rule is, when a smaller Roman numeral is written to the left of a greater Roman numeral, it is always subtracted from the value of the greater numeral. Means if we are writing 4 and we are subtracting 1 from 5, it becomes 4. So 5 is greater and 1 is smaller, so we'll write the smaller Roman numeral to the left of the greater one. So it becomes 1v. Now for 9, 10 minus 1 means x1. So ix is the symbol for 9. When a smaller Roman rule 4, when a smaller Roman numeral is placed between two greater Roman numeral, then its value is subtracted from the value of the greater numeral on its right. Means when a smaller number is placed between the two greater numerals, for example 19, so xx adds the 10 and 10, the greater numerals, and I is the smaller number. Okay, so how it comes? When we subtract the value from the greater Roman numerals, like 10 plus 10 minus 1. 10 minus 1 is 9. If you know the symbol of 9, you can write it directly also. X is for 10 and 9 is 1x. If you don't know, then subtract it and then write the value of 9. So there are some questions which write the following in Hindu Arabic numerals. The Roman numbers are given, we have to write it in Hindu Arabic numerals. Like first one is 12, x I. So x is 10, I is 1, I is 1. So 10 plus 1 becomes 12. VII. What is VII? V is 5, I is 1, I is 1. So when we add it, we get 7. So VII is 7. XV. XV is x is 10, V is 5. So 10 plus 5, 15. Now XIV. X is 10 and IV we know is 4. We can write it directly also, 1 4. But if we don't know that what is IV, so we will break it like this: 10 plus 5 minus 1. 4 is, we can write it 5 minus 1. So practice these questions. Thank you.